This might be one of the easiest, most fun tutorials I'm ever going to do. So, we're going to be painting the scarabs. And in the first place that we're going to start when we're painting the scarabs is by painting in all the little legs and the little backs. And the colour we're going to be using for this is Iron Warriors. Now we just want to get this all over the leg, like these. Just ignoring that little face. Just want to get good coverage of this Iron Warriors all over these little details. It doesn't matter too much if you're a little bit messy here, because we are going to cover over it with a different metallic, but it always pays to be a little bit neat. We also want to use this Iron Warriors just here and the little grooves on their backs, like that. And we also want to paint the underside of the scarabs. Once all that Iron Warriors is dry, as you can see, I've taken one set of scarabs off their base so you can see what the underside would look like with all that Iron Warriors on. But once all that Iron Warriors is dry, I'm going to move that one out of the way for now. We want to use some Black Templar, and we want to use this to cover over all of that Iron Warriors that we've just added. Now, you don't want to use loads of Black Templar at once because these details are so small. You don't want to lose all of that detail. So you just want to use quite a sparing amount, a small amount, like this. Just get it all over. And some of that Iron Warrior should still shine through. If you use less, and you'll still retain all of the details. And with that Black Templar applied, both sides of the scarabs should look somewhat like this. You've got this nice deep black on the outside and on the underside. So we can now put this to one side, and we don't need to worry about doing the underside anymore. We just wanted to make sure that we got it nice and black, but in the same vein as the outside, because, well, no one's going to see the underside now. From this point on, they won't spot any of the details. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on and paint the rest of the scarab. So the next colour we're going to use on the scarabs is some thinned down Runelord Brass. And this is going to be for their carapaces. So for this bit here, across all of the scarabs. And once all that Runelord Brass is dry, we want to take our roughly 6 parts contrast medium, 1 part Aggaros Dunes and 1 part Wyldwood mix. We want to paint this all over those bronze areas. Like this. And once that's dry, we want to use some Canoptek Alloy to give it an edge highlight to all of those scarab carapace. And with that Canoptek Alloy applied, we're now going to highlight the black using some Iron Hand Steel. And what we want to do is we just want to pick out the ball joints and then run a little highlight down each of the legs. Like that. And with that Iron Hand Steel applied, we're next going to grab some Corax White. We're going to paint this all over the orbs. So there's obviously the big one in the middle of each of their backs, but also on the little eye. Like that. And this is just to brighten them up in preparation for the Tesseract Glow. As well as to correct any mistakes. And once that Corax White is dry, we're going to grab some Tesseract Glow. And we want to paint this all over these shining, glowing orbs. We want to make sure that we just work it in to that recess as well. If you're feeling a little bit clever, just go around the inside edge. Like that. Just to give it that impression of the light playing off from the orb. You just want to do it over the eye. Like that. Once again. And with that, the scarabs are now done. And I think you'll agree, they look pretty awesome. I am a full believer that an army is only as good as its painted minions, if that makes any sense. So like Armorium Cherubs, etc. Or, you know, Nurglings. And it's worth just putting that little bit of extra effort into these, because I think they really pop. All that's left to do is to base them. I recommend you do this in the same style as the rest of your army, or if you'd like to see how I'm going to base them, you can check them out in the Necron Warriors video, or how to paint Illuminor Xerath. And there you have it, the scarabs are all done. I really like these new ones. They're a hell of a lot better than the old ones. I really like the way they stack up and the swarm element of them. I think it's really cool. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to support me further, like these legends on the screen, you can do so. Head to patreon.com/warhipster or head to ko-fi.com/warhipster. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Do all of that good stuff. And if you want to be kept up to date, make sure to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.